Hello and welcome to my October videocast. I'm Mike Richie, District Administrator for the Northland Pines School District. And with me here today is Tony Duffek. Tony is our new elementary principal. We are actually in Tony's office here in Eagle River Elementary School. And first of all, Tony, welcome. Welcome to the district. It's a great start for the new school year, and I know you've been here since July 1st officially, so
Mm-hmm.
I guess can you just start by maybe sharing a little background information of who you are?
Sure, yeah, I'd love to. Well, I grew up basically in Waukesha, Wisconsin, and then I got my undergrad from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee and spent some time in Milwaukee, worked a little bit in NPS, and I moved up to Minocqua about 7 years ago with my wife, and we have three sons, Noah, Benjamin, Charles. They range in the ages of 4 to 2 to 6 months. So we moved to Eagle River just about a month ago, but we started in Minocqua, and I've been there for 6 years prior to coming here. And I started there teaching second grade, which I absolutely loved. And then I wanted another challenge though, so I helped develop a charter school in the MHLT school district. It was a project-based charter school, multi-age learning of 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students. And that's where I've been for the past 3 years prior to coming here. So it's great preparation for me to be here at Eagle River.
Well, great. We're certainly very excited to have you here, and it seems that things are going very well. You officially have been on the job now for 3 months, so share a little bit about those first 3 months with us, and how, in your opinion, how have those first 3 months gone?
They've gone awesome. I personally know for the fact that I could not be in a better school district. I knew since the first day that I started the job here working with the administrative team that I was in a great school district. And it even became more apparent to me once I started meeting the staff as well as the community, and especially with that first day when the students came. The community is awesome. The kids are amazing. The first 3 months of the job have been absolutely perfect, and I also contributed a great deal to my colleagues. They've really supported me a great deal, whether it's administration or the staff, my secretaries, or just the community in general. They've all been very warm and welcome to me. They made a very smooth transition for me to be here, and I couldn't be more pleased with the first 3 months. I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
Oh, great. And then, as you mentioned, you just recently, as the last school year, you were a classroom teacher, and prior to that, and now you're a principal. How was that transition going from a classroom teacher to a leader of a fairly large elementary school?
Well, I have to be honest. That was the one thing that made me hesitant to go into administration. I love teaching. I love being with students. I love seeing students learn. I was very passionate about it. So that was the only thing that kind of made me a little bit hesitant to going into administration. But after the kids came here after the first day of school, I was pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed even more, I would say. Reason being because prior being a teacher, I had my 20 students that I got to see grow every day. But now I have hundreds of kids that I get to get into the classrooms, and I get to see not only them learning, but I get to see the joy from the teachers as well from watching their kids learn, and also just meeting with the parents and having them those aha moments where they're excited about seeing the progress with children. So I was a little bit nervous about getting into administration because I love to have, I love being around kids. I love seeing them learn, but I like to be in the classrooms as much as possible, on the playground and lunchroom as much as possible, so I still have that connection with the kids, and I've found it to be even more enjoyable. So it's been a good transition.
And I realize that connection is so vital to being successful. And I think one of the things that sets you apart from the other candidates that we did interview was your very successful classroom experience. And one of our criteria here is because this position was elementary principal. We were looking for someone with a very strong curriculum background in elementary education and someone who had that successful teaching experience. So the committee was very happy that you did apply, and we offered you the job. So we're all glad you're here. I guess your first year, and people say that maybe that first year is probably the toughest year, especially for a new administrator. What would you like to accomplish here at Eagle River Elementary School within your first year?
Well, within my first year, let me start long term. Long term, I really want Eagle River Elementary School to be that model school in the Northwoods of Wisconsin, maybe even all across Wisconsin. That's my ultimate goal. I really want us to be a role model for other schools. But to accomplish that, this first year, I really mainly kind of want to create this foster a positive work environment for the staff, and make this an enjoyable place to work, and make it student-centric. Every decision we make, everything we do needs to make sure that we keep the kids in mind. Is this benefiting the kids? Is this in the best interest of the students. But also with the students, what I want to do is make this a rich, joyful, rigorous learning environment for them. Kids need a challenge to be learning, but simultaneously, they need to make sure. We need to make sure that they enjoy learning and that they learn how to learn. And I think that's the most important thing with education. If kids gain a love for learning and learn how to learn, they're going to be successful for the rest of their life. So that's really what I really want to accomplish throughout this year.
And it's kind of, I guess, on the same topic, but would you have a primary building goal for your students and your staff?
And I would say just that, being positive, making sure that this is a positive learning environment for kids. Their potential will not be maximized unless they come to a school where they feel trusted, welcome, and it's just a great sense of community. So I just want to build a strong sense of community amongst the staff, amongst the students, and with the community with us. I just really want to have that positive relationship. Once we build that rapport, learning comes easy then.
Sure. And obviously, you're coming into education at a very interesting time, and I'm going to use the term interesting with all the new initiatives, all the new reforms out there. We've got, I know, working very hard on our PBIS and our RTI, our educator effectiveness, the Common Core standards, and I mean the list goes on and on and on. And as a new leader, how do you handle all the new things that are being thrown at us?
That is probably one of the most challenging things for an administrator and for staff. There's so many things that the teachers have to be doing nowadays, and the schools are held more and more accountable, which I think is a great thing. But we just have to prioritize. We have to look at, what's the most important thing, what is going to improve student learning the most, and we start from there. So that's why we've really focused hard on PBIS and RTI. PBS is really going to be creating this positive learning environment for kids, and RTI is making sure that every kid's needs are being met. And I love the teacher effectiveness model because it's ensuring that we have quality staff in every room,
Right.
and high level of instruction in every room.
Good. What advice would you give to your students and to your parents?
Well, number one, for the students, make sure you give effort. If you give effort, 110% effort, you're going to be successful. That continues to be a common theme with people that are successful, just giving effort. For parents, make sure you're involved with the kids' learning. Make sure that you are asking kids, what do they do throughout the school day? Make sure you talk to them about the dinner table, what's going on at school, how can I help? And also sitting down and making that time for homework and for reading, and most importantly, reading. It's so important that kids get books in their hands, whether they can read or not, whether it's parents reading to them or kids reading to them. It's so important for kids to be reading on a daily basis. So, and also, just make sure that kids, go to bed early, get their breakfast in the morning so they come to school filled up for a good day of learning, because they work hard throughout the day, so they need that energy.
Well, thank you, Mr. Duffek, and I'm glad you're on our team, and it's going to be I can tell already, I know it's only October, but I can sense the positive feeling within this building across our district, and I can just sense a terrific school year ahead of us. So welcome aboard.
Well, thank you very much. I could not be in a better school district, so I appreciate this opportunity. All right, thanks.
And again, a reminder, if you have questions, feel free to contact us. And you can always go to our website to get more information. And if there's something that you can't find on our website, again, contact us and we will get you the information that you are looking for. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the videocast, and have a great October. And as we go into this fall season, I just want to leave you with the thought that education is so important. So please, again, as Mr. Duffek said, talk to your child, ask about the school day, and become involved with your child's education.